Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back for session number 4 of ET number 3 from Riesa in Germany. And what a session we have got coming up for you all. Cannot wait. The real top guns enter, the big hitters. Among them, well, number 1, Luke Humphreys will be in action. Chat room, how are we doing? One and all. See, Ron was in nice and early. Antoinette, how are we doing? Malachi is in. How are we doing? James, good to have you in as well. And kicking off, it will be Dimitri Vandenberg against Thibault Tricol. Let's make sure we're... Thibault Tricol has won the darts as well. So, Dan Dawson is buried somewhere in the crowd in Riesa. Frenchie wins. He played brilliantly to beat Michael Smith yesterday, no question of that. Caught up with some sleep. Yeah, look, I feel great after yesterday. Got through on autopilot, but the games this evening: Dimitri Vandenberg against Thibault Tricol. Then we have Jonny Clayton against Raymond van Barneveld. Gerwyn Price against Mike de Decker. Luke Humphreys taking on Dirk van Dijvenbode. Richard Venstra, remember he was Michael van Gerwen's replacement, against Andrew Gilding. Peter Wright taking on Richie Edhouse. David Aspinall taking on the rockstar Joe Cullen. And then to finish the session, it could be incredible, Gian van Veen against Josh Rock. Well, hello Anthony, how we doing, my friend? Good to have you in as always, buddy. How is Texas? Yeah, I saw the PDC Europe post, James. 5,000 will be in attendance in Riesa this evening. Safe to say Riesa will be going nowhere from the European Tour scene anywhere soon. And Mr. Brzezinski is on stage, so let's get the players on. Thibault Tricol, Dimitri Vandenberg, what are you saying, chat room? Who wins and what score line, please? Welcome, 1-0. How are we doing? Harry, good to have you in. Remember, everyone, plenty of darts action coming your way, not just on the European Tour, but the CDC returns very, very soon. We have cross-border the 11th and 12th of April. CDC have just announced all the booking details. If you are in North America, get yourself along to Cross-Border Challenge, and of course will be streamed live on PDC TV. Also their first weekend of normal action, weekend 1, 9th and 10th of May from Niagara Falls. How are we doing? Julie, good to have you in. How are we doing, Maximus? Anne's press conference was spot on about the kids and their phones. Yeah, look, unfortunately it's that modern and maybe not so nice place that we live in now. but we are ready to get this show on the road. We taking bets on how many selfies Dimitri has on the way down. Anthony, my pleasure as always, my friend. You know that. I hope Tricol will do well today. Look, I've been impressed with Thibault Tricol on tour. I really have. Yes, I have watched the overlap. I really enjoyed it, and yeah, you can see Carragher was a bit annoyed, but look, take it for what it is. Luke's 18. How are we doing, Daniel? How are we doing? Well, that's got to be a first. Dimitri did not stop for a selfie and only one signature so far. Well, a couple, but no selfies. Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it, Brad. I really enjoyed it. No selfies for Dimitri on the walk-on. It's got to be a first. But here we are, he's jumping around, work hard, play hard from Vandenberg. Got annoyed, isn't happy. No, look, I didn't see anything wrong with it. Well, I know. Right, we are ready to go. 8 fabulous matches to bring you. So let's do this, everyone. Session 4. Remember, all about getting to that final day of European Tour action, and Thibault Tricol gets us underway. What version of Dimitri Vandenberg will turn up? Takeaway, Barty on the laptop, goal from Natalia of Carlsberg did Saturday night. Love that. So it sounds like an absolute great touch, buddy. So Thibault, again, doesn't change equipment-wise. We know what we're getting from him. Is there any changes for Vandenberg, or is he... No, nothing from him, so let's do this. The crowd looks incredible this evening. Risa packed. To the rafters. How are we doing, Tom? Hope you are good, buddy. Capacity sold out 5,000 tonight, Ron. Just had a curry Barzi on the phone. Football on the telly. Great Saturday. Absolutely. Oh, good thanks. Watch my team get the points against Leeds. Oh, look, for ages I've Burnley are just going about their business. Scott Parker knows how to get out of the Championship. Dimitri van den Berg has missed a golden chance. Thibault Tricol does hold. And Dimitri doesn't start particularly well this leg, and Tricol does. Live lounge, 99% Brad, yes. Well, certainly to see if the dynamic works, yep. Evening, Max, how we doing? Good to have you in. Remember, some absolute incredible games. Van den Berg. Look, we know the levels are there from Dimitri. We haven't seen enough of them. Thibault been to the old leaving 162 school, I see. Always a good thing, that. Ish. It was a slow start. After the third leg, he played very well, yes. It wasn't a complete performance, but he did good. Van den Berg levels up. Watch my team make it to Wembley. Who's your team, Max? Dimitri threatening here. Thibault Tricol certainly is not at the same level that he was last night. Nice, Max, nice. My team fell short, but look, New Street, an incredible run to the Vars semi-finals, but just short in the end. And Van den Berg leaves the big fish. Throw is under pressure here. To be fair, I only live half hour, 35 minutes from Aldershot. The big fish is not going to go. And Van den Berg's made a mess of the setup. A big visit from Tricol, and he could rescue the situation. But that big visit is not there. It's bare minimum to leave a huge three-figure finish. Darryl, I did. Thank you very much, mate. I felt great this morning for it. Aldershot centre of the UK. But Van den Berg, 6 for that break. Remember, he missed this in leg 1. Is he missing it in leg 3? He is. 6 is the nemesis of Dimitri van den Berg. This would be a steal from Tricol to hold. 16, and he gets away with it. Dimitri van den Berg will be kicking himself. Tricol was never really in the leg. Never there, never threatening. Thibault Tricol, we're just thinking, where's the performance? Where's the performance I put in against Michael Smith? Up the golden line, nice. Are you for moving to a 1 year? I prefer, yeah, I don't like a 2 year order of merit. The only way I'd kind of keep the 2 year one is if your prize money depreciated every month. It certainly shouldn't stay on your ranking as a whole sum for 2 years. That just something you did 23 months ago, in my opinion, should have no bearing on the current proceedings. So, if you're going to keep it as a 2 year order of merit, then that money depreciates by a 24th every month. For me, I get that's then complicated for the casual fan to try and get their head around, but it makes it fairer. Treble 20 leaves the ball. Doesn't find a treble, so Dimitri van den Berg will be coming back for 72. And I'd be surprised to see him go 20s here. He has. Mainly because the treble would have left him double six. But quite frankly, I've looked more likely of hitting. But all of a sudden, Tricol could go 3-1 up here. Double 18. Dimitri could have won every leg. He could find himself 3-1 behind. He is 3-1 behind. Thibault Tricol, despite playing nowhere near the level he did to beat Michael Smith, leads Dimitri van den Berg. Daylight. The Dreammaker has it all to do. I'm up for a 1 year, top 100 keep their cards, 28, and then 128 from the Challenge Tour, visit Q School. Like, I don't mind that, Ron. It'd be interesting to see how that. I'm sure there will be some changes to the ranking system coming. Van den Berg looking to break straight back. But again, too many trebleless visits at the moment for Dimitri, where he's in a promising position but can't capitalise fully. And then he's giving Thibault Tricol breadcrumbs. And at the moment, Tricol is hoovering up those crumbs. Brad, I've said this for a long time. If you go back to some of the early interviews that I've done with Mace, I would love a FedEx-style race to the Premier League. Now, tops for Van den Berg to break straight back. This time he finds a double 10 to get him out of jail. Back on throw. It's a shame the players don't know qualifying details in advance. It's hard. No, if you listen to the interview I did with Dan, if you listen to the interview I did with Duzza that's on our channel, I said this, that the qualifying criteria for tournaments should be set before the current season starts. I'm 100% with you on that. Dimitri Van den Berg is in control of this leg. All of a sudden, has the Dream Maker awoken from his slumber? Remember, he's trailing. Yes, it's on throw, but he could and should be in control of this contest. One, 2, 6 for Van den Berg. To be fair, it's not air freshener. It's cleaning thing. I was cleaning the table and that bit of Pledge. Other cleaning products are available. Yeah, look, Dimitri's he's not playing particularly well in anything at the moment consistently. He'll have a flash of brilliance in a good game, but just not backing anything up. Look, I keep the office nice and clean. Can't stand exhibitions. We need more meaningful events. I don't think it's the Premier League is a necessary evil because the money it generates pays for other parts of the tour. Look, do I think the World Series finals is necessary? Maybe not, but look, it fulfills part of the ITV contract. Phil, thank you for saying James Wade is the greatest player of your lifetime, never to win the World Championship. Look, he is. You can't hide that fact that look what James has achieved in his career, the trophies he's won. He is the best player never to win the World Championship. Dimitri Van den Berg is going to get a dart at double 16 here to lead 4-3, and he takes it. Dimitri has won 3 on the spin, and look, he deserves to be leading as well. He has played better than Thibault here. Pledge was on the bingo card. Nice. Van den Berg has just gone through the gears here. And Tricol not in anywhere near the same form he was. Dream match card right now, if they did another with 4 undercard matches. Oh. So a 5 of... 5-match event card. Right. So, do they have to be all singles? 5-3. Might chuck a cheeky little pairs game in there. I'd still like to see a triple threat darts match. Right, current players. So Littler would headline. Right, I'm making these matches on how I think styles would work. So I'd have Littler headlining against Gary Anderson because it was match of the year last year for me. The Grand Slam game was the best match of the whole year. Second on the card, I would have Luke Humphreys against MVG. Third, I'd have a little Welsh derby, Gerwyn Price against Jonny Clayton. Fourth, I'd have a cheeky little doubles game between some of the young guns. I would go Gian Van Veen and Josh Rock against Mike De Decker and Wessel Nyman. And then kicking off the show, I'd have Bo against Fallon. Right, Dimitri is now throwing for this contest. Or can Tricol find a break? Big visit here from Tricol could make things interesting. A ton is not enough. So Van den Berg will be looking to get this done. Is it a silent T in his first name? Who are we on about, Ron? Dimitri or Thibault? It's Thibault, or as far as we know, it's Thibault Tricol. Yeah, I had a little Welsh derby, Brad. Gerwyn Price against Jonny Clayton, match number 3. Tricol has just left an opportunity here. If Van den Berg misses, Van den Berg is going to get a match start here as long as he hits a big number. And that match start is at double 16. Match start missed. Can Tricol take out the 61? He would then have the darts in the Noble. It's only going to be 1 because he's missed the 25. Well, that's not what he was going for. And he missed the lesser spotted double 17 because he hit the treble 3 going for the single. But Dimitri Vandenberg has beaten Thibault Tricol. So you have more darts than Peter Ruff. Yeah, Keith, we've got some content with him coming up. There's a reason that they're all there, just hoarding darts. Raymond van Barneveld has won the bullseye as well. So, I'm sure he's watching, or if not, as soon as it goes off, he'll know. The Barney alarm has sounded. How are we doing, K-Days? Hope you are good. Alright, that one's going to the break. Let's have a little chuck. A bit of a chuck and chat. Remember, everyone, drop us a like and subscribe. Massively appreciate it. Score predictions as well then. Clayton against Barnwell. What are we saying? Find a bit of rhythm. Shanghai? No. Couldn't see it. Tried to be clever and just float one over the top. It was rubbish. Barney wins. Look, Barney played lovely last night. Ah! I was setting up. I think Jonny's been playing really well, but Barney was brilliant last night. Six horse to the ferret. You live in the same village, what, Pontiero? Nice to have you in. Yeah, Jonny from Pontiero. I must admit, we played last leg outcome away. Fair enough. Right. Phil Barnes with a run. Come on! You know, Anthony. You know. I must admit, going back to like the old school ones here that I've gone to, I don't get as many come out the side of the hand. There's still some, like that one, that the fingers don't open quick enough. Oh, Mr. Brzezinski is back, so let's have 3 more. And then we can get back to some serious, some proper darts, might one say. As Swiss Phil. The lights go down, the orange lights are on in Risa. And it's Raymond van Barneveld. Be interesting to see if Barney uses the same setup as yesterday, using that slim flight. Played very well. Although it is a close game. Barney is on the stage. So go, Ronnie, go. It's time for the ferret. Jonny Clayton is on his way. Oh, Jonny doing the nice bit and signing a ferret shirt. But both players are now on stage. We are ready to rock and roll. Last time score predictions, what are you saying? So the fans say to Kevin Owens last night. I didn't see it. I've only seen the clips that have been on TikTok. Looks as if Barney has the same setup. Now, can Barney replicate that incredible performance from yesterday? That's the question. Got Raymond 6-3 against Clayton. Nice. It's going to be close. Yeah, Barney playing with the same setup that he did play lovely with. Has there ever been a right-handed player played left foot forward? Not that I can ever remember. I'm not saying that hasn't, but I can't remember one. I'll tell you what, it's a sluggish start from both here. Not at their brilliant best of... I might be wrong. I think Jonny has gone back to a normal flight and stem combination. He had been playing with the L style ones, but they look... Yeah, they look normal to me. I think Jonny's gone back. Which, considering how well he'd been playing, that's a surprise. Because I thought he'd been playing lovely. But Barney does take the opener. Again, convincing. Barney has certainly upped his levels here, where Jonny is way off the pace. How are we doing? Hazel, no, MVG sadly has withdrawn injured. The same reason that he didn't play in the Premier League. Barney has the Clayton throw under all kinds of pressure here. Barney has upped his average to well over the 110 mark. Right, Jonny languishing way back on his own throw here. After 2 legs, this is quite concerning that Jonny is way off the pace. He has a lot of work to do to get back in this contest. But this setup that Barney seems to have found is working. Played lovely yesterday, averaging a ton, 2-0 up on Jonny Clayton here. Very good so far from Barney. Leaves a bogey number, but he had a maximum to do it. Clayton staring at 3-0. This could be a very long way back for Jonny here. Double 16 for 3-0. Treble 18 went clean. But again, Jonny's not close enough to punish these misses here. The ferret is just not firing. Yet to hit a maximum. Only one visit of 140 or more. Not good enough from Jonny Clayton. Remember, with a good run here, depending on what Stephen Bunting does, the top 4 could be within sight for Clayton. But right now, that seems a million miles away because Barney is halfway to victory and Jonny is yet to register. Three maximums for Raymond van Barneveld. He holds all the aces right now. I like it. There's emotion from Barney on the stage. All of a sudden, does Barney want this? We haven't seen emotion like that for a long time. And now, he's threatening a double break of throw. Where's the leg score? It is at the top by the in between the players' names. Jonny, there's no signs that this 148 is going to go, and it's not. So Barney now, calling it right now, the bagel is on. Jonny Clayton does not look like winning a leg at the moment. Oh, cursed it. Because Barney's gone inside 10s and inside 5s, which means he can't finish. So is this a lifeline for the ferret? Why? Why, Jonny? Why? Answers on a postcard, please. Wait, I want to hear the comms on this. See what they say.
60. Raymond, you've acquired 20.
Well, it doesn't matter how deadly a finisher you are, like Jonny Clayton, if you don't get any darts at double. Double 5 again for Barney. Oh, now then. Jonny Clayton should be getting darts to win this one. Barney decides to bust.
88.
Might only be one at the bullseye. Oh, Jonny,
What's he doing?
Thank you, Dan. Yes. Dan agreed. Look, Barney has gifted that leg to Clayton. It should be 4-0. And Jonny's silly attempt at 88 was just horrific. Just board management. Look, we know Jonny isn't the best of counters, right? That's irrelevant. Going the right way. On 88, with 3 darts in hand, your opponent on a double, you do not go 16s. You don't do it. But leg 5 is continuing as the others did before it, where Raymond van Barneveld is bossing the scoring stages of this. Jonny Clayton only averaging 80, and it's not because he's missed darts at a double. He's only had 2 darts at a double in this contest. The scoring power from Jonny Clayton has gone AWOL. It should be 5-0. At the moment, Raymond van Barneveld will literally have to press the self-destruct button to lose this game. Yeah, Darryl, look, Jonny just looks washed of ideas. It is just not happening for the Ferrets. Jonny does find his first max of this contest. It's still a long, long way back here. He ain't that bad, Jamie. All of a sudden, has Jonny just found something? 180 and then a clean finish. Has he all of a sudden? How are we doing, Sam? Hope you are good. Petition for the Barney alarm to be included. I'm still surprised that Jonny's changed his equipment in the back end, that he was playing so well with that moulded flight. It wasn't an all-in-one. It was an L style flight that seemed to be working for him. But this is turning into a disaster from the boy from Pontevedra, because Barney is going to get a dart at double 16 for 5-2. 5-2 the scoreline is. How are we doing? Trent is a rat. Hope you are good. This could be all she wrote quite quickly. It's unlikely Jonny will run 4 legs on the spin. Doable, but unlikely. But right now it's looking as if Barney could be about to get the job done. I like we're getting emotion from Barney. FPL going this weekend. Nice, good stuff. Where are people watching this stream, please? I've got no idea what it is in channels it's on in Germany. All I know is it's on PDC TV. But Barney has 6 starts to win it from here. Jonny not on a finish. And again, the scoring power from Clayton just isn't there. But what is there is Raymond van Barneveld winning 6 legs to 2. It was one-sided. Clayton was fortunate to get those 2, if we're being honest. Barney bosses it. No, look, Jonny was poor. Very poor. You can't sugarcoat how poor he was. That's the stream catch up. Jonny looks like he's got the raging up with himself. Mike Decker has won the bullseye in his match against Gerwyn Price, which is coming next. The Iceman will play the reigning World Grand Prix champion. Yeah, Jonny raging with himself. Prediction for Gezi, just off what I saw last night and from the Premier League, I am going Gezi to win 6-4. 6-3, 6-4, somewhere like that. What are you saying, chat room? Score predictions? Get them in now. Gezi, yeah, like I said, look, Mike didn't play that well last night. Only 26 likes. Thought you were saying that's all I scored. I was going to say that's generous, man. I'd take 26. How are we doing? Well, hope you are good. Blade 6 triple core or target Thor. For me, Blade 6 triple core. For me. Are those surrounds available? I will speak to Craig and to see if people could buy them. He designed it for us. I will ask the question. Spraying them around. Whoa. Again, the one where the fingers just don't open. That dart there was a prime example of my fingers not opening. I can still feel that finger on the barrel as it's left the hand. So, this afternoon's winners, Rob, were as follows. Karen Menzies beat James Wade, Carol Sedlacek beat Danny Noppert, Ross Smith beat Ricardo Pietreczku, Damon Hesse beat Maria van der Bahada, Russell Lyman beat Dobie, Dimitri, Stephen Bunting produced a brilliant comeback to beat Labanauskas, and Chisnell beat Woodhouse. Then this evening, Dimitri Vandenberg beat Thibault, and Raymond van Barneveld battered a very out of sorts Jonny Clayton. Right. So, the Iceman against the real deal coming next. Barney's right. This will tell you everything. Barney's first line average was 115. Jonny's was 88. That is a long way off. Yeah, the office is getting there. We've still got bits to do, but overall, yeah, it is coming along nicely. Yeah, the Giant Army is going to get a Sunday outing, Rob. Remember, Risa as well used to be nicknamed the Iceman's home. At one point, I think he only lost, was it one game in Risa in 4 years? At one point. Safe trip back, Rob, safe trip back. I am on the board earlier, 3 after. Jamie, 100% is. As Mace says, it's the sport that always dangles the carrot. Always. 2 games in. The Decker has won the darts. Right. Mr. Brzezinski is back on stage, so let's do that. You guys have seen enough of me attempting to throw darts. Right, the Decker is on his way to the stage. The Decker ready. Now the Iceman on the way. Ice Price, baby. My schedule for the next week is obviously here tomorrow for you guys. Monday we have the live lands. I've got a couple of bits to do as well. Then here for the Pro Tour stream Tuesday, Wednesday. Drive to Manchester for the Premier League. Drive home afterwards. Worthing on Friday for an exhibition. How does that sound? Busy? How we doing, Greatest Showman? Mike the Decker, less 180s. I don't know. They're both patching. If you had a gun to my head, I'd say Gerwyn Price would hit more, but I go days without hitting a 180, then I hit 3 in one day. Good stuff. Yeah, look, it's what we do. But look, the channel is growing because of you guys. I know I keep saying it, but without you guys buying in and watching along with what we're doing, whether that's the streams, the interviews, and all content, if you guys weren't interested, then we wouldn't do it. But you guys are, and that's what makes it worth it. So we will continue to make lots of content. For you guys. And strong start from the Decker. Cheers, Daryl. Thank you very much. Exhibition in Worthing on Friday. Joe Cullen, Leicester. Joe's a funny one for 180s. He'll either hit none or a bucket load. The Decker has started like an absolute train here and cleans up leg 1 in record time. An 11 dart leg from Mike the Decker. That is fabulous from the real deal. Gezi is going to have to be at his best here. But can the Decker back that 11 dart leg up? It's going to be under some pressure because Gerwyn Price has awoken. He was slow out the blocks in leg 1, but looking more like himself at this point. Who's at Worthing? 2 seconds and I will tell you. It is Adrian Lewis, Raymond van Barneveld, Robert Owen and Simon Whitlock. Nice little lineup. Gezi. Last dart in hand does level this contest up 1 leg. A piece 15 darter for Gerwyn Price. Yeah, we got an interview with Adrian going out on probably Monday. Again, just both building into this. Gezi, yeah, starting downstairs. 139 would have left a finish. Because he doesn't. No, he doesn't need another day of doubling drama. I completely agree, Jamie. I agree. What size? Simon's as good as gold. Yeah, Simon's good. Mike the Decker leads once more. The finishing from the real deal has been very good. Yeah, Rob Cross pulled out sick, wasn't very well. Big last start from Gerwyn Price gets him to a finish, but the Decker is going to apply pressure here. Mike the Decker is playing better than Gerwyn Price at the moment. Gazzy's missed double 18 for a 156. Bullseye for the Decker. Misses. He's had a chance. Couldn't take it. Gazzy 2-2. What? Are these averages right? Didn't think that Gazzy was playing that bad. Looks like it. The Decker averaging 111, Gazzy 90. Didn't feel that bad from the Decker. From Gerwyn Price, sorry. But the real deal has turned up. He was poor yesterday, but now, with the darts in hand, he is doing all the running here. Three-two, the real deal back in front. And he is bossing this, especially on his own darts. He's had a couple of half chances on the Gerwyn Price throw, but all in all, it's brilliant from the Decker. What are you saying, chat room? Will Gazzy find a way to break the Decker throw? Or will the Decker just see this one out on throw? Is anyone concerned about Michael Smith? No, I think he's heading in the right direction. Look, it's still not perfect, but I think he's heading the right way for me. Price leaves 104. Gerwyn Price tees up double 12. The Decker not on a throw, so Gazzy should fairly comfortable level this tie, and does. 3 legs all. Ooh, first time that it's been a slow start for the Decker on throw. Gezi, is this the chance he was trying to forge? It's a big visit from Mike De Decker, but it only undoes some of the damage. Gezi hasn't punished there. De Decker may have gotten away with this early on in the leg. He was under some pressure. But 2 big visits for Mike De Decker seems to have quietened the danger from Price. Gezi's been threatening a big finish in this game. He missed double 18 for a 156, and now he has just missed double 10 for a 140. And De Decker leads once more. Gezi has missed a couple of half chances. Fascinating contest this. Great watch. 2 players going at it. Big maximum from Gerwyn Price. Remember, Gerwyn will have to break the De Decker throw at some point if he's to win. He's running out of opportunities so far for De Decker. 4 legs, 4 holds of throw. He's been dominant on his own darts. Can the Iceman find something, or is the real deal just going to keep serving this one out? Again, Gezi just starting to hit doubles now as well. 4 legs all. The standard is good. Who is going to blink first? Doesn't look like De Decker at the moment because he kicks off maximum. And Price only finds a 1 treble visit. So already De Decker looking good on throw. .140 just gets Gerwyn within touching distance. Treble 17 comes to De Decker's rescue. However, Gerwyn Price has tapped him on the shoulder and said, "I'm here, kid." A maximum to leave 86. Oh, what a passage of play this would be. Is this the chance that Gezi needs? Is it the chance that Gezi takes? Missed start from Gerwyn Price. He's had the opportunity. He carved the chance off of the back of the De Decker miss and couldn't take it. But disaster for De Decker. He can't hit. Opportune time for Gerwyn Price. 3 for double 4. And it is a break of throw for Gerwyn Price. He has punished the Mike De Decker miss. And now he will throw. I think someone booed looking at that, or whistled or something. Gezi wasn't happy. But starts off dry here. De Decker has to jump on that. Oh, Scott, it's a great game. It's a great game. 2 treble visit here from Mike De Decker, and things are interesting. But a no treble visit is a disaster. But not punished either. It's just getting a little bit nervy. Gerwyn is not making hay here. But nor is the Decker. It's been a great game, and now as it comes towards the closing stages, there is tension, there is nerves, there is drama, it's manifesting chaos. And then a moment of class, a moment of magic from Gerwyn Price, a maximum to get him down to a finish. The Iceman is timing this to perfection. Remember, Risa was his kingdom, his paradise at one point. And a brilliant finish from Gerwyn Price. 119 is always tricky, but Gerwyn Price beats Mike De Decker 6 legs to 4. What a game. The Iceman moves through. Yeah, go on! Look, he's played well there. He has played very well. Luke Humphreys has won the ball against Dirk van Dijvenbode. But also for the first time, we haven't used this for a while. The world number 1 is coming next. Ken, thank you very much, buddy. Look, Humphreys will be favourite, but it's not quite as simple as that. Dirk in spells has played some really, really good stuff. Cool hand. Luke Humphreys. I'm going bold, thinking Dirk. Look, I wouldn't be surprised if Dirk won. I think it will be a close game. I really do. Chat room, what are you saying? Are you favouring the world number 1? Or are you favouring the Ober genius, Dirk van Dijvenbode? Vodka and orange for sure. I think Dirk will hit 8 180s. I hope he does. If he's hit 8 maximums, it's going to be an absolute belter of a game. Got about a minute and 40 seconds. How are we doing, Gob? Hope you are good. To be fair, we could have a quick throw, couldn't we? So one that doesn't come out of the hand properly. Yeah, Gob is in the house. Fired them all over the place. They didn't come out of the fingers right. Oh, 3 straight, you threw them. Again, chat room on fire today. I've got that triple cork. Nice, come on the ass. Just getting ready for final night. Yeah, go at the Super Series tonight. But obviously you guys won't be watching that because you'll be here with us. There he is, the Iceman. Great game against Mike the Decker. Are you referencing tonight, God? You probably did tell me, but I just can't remember. Yeah, Shanghai. Right, let's go back to that. Because we are ready to rock and roll for match number 4, world number 1, cool hand Luke Humphreys against the Aubergenius Dirk van Duivenbode. Oh, I love a big 5. I like a small 5. I'm going to have to get my burner accounts out. Who won Group A, Gob? I can't remember. Oh, Jimmy Van Schie. I think it'll be Van Schie or Sykes. Yeah, Van Schie or Sykes. Cool hand has won the ball in this game. And we're going to get ready for the world's worst walk-on, as my ears are about to bleed. To be fair, God, this pole is closer than what I thought it was going to be. Dirk walking on. Well, it looks like Risa are absolutely loving this Dirk walk-on. Oh. I'm going to give him a lesson in dark arts. Right, this place is absolutely turbocharged for Dirk's walk-on. But thank God that's now finished. and normal service will be resumed with a bit of I predict a riot. If Gob's at 4-1, right, here we go. The word number 1 is on the way. Will there be a riot in Risa? Just because it is, it's come up at the top of my Instagram feed. Group 1 tonight: Jimmy Van Schie, David Davies, and Simon Whitlock. Group 2: Tommy Morris, Tom Sykes, Brian Roman. I would love David Davies to come through that group with Jimmy Van Schie, but I think Whitlock might just edge out Davis. But I would like Davies to go through. I think Jimmy Van Schie is the class act in that group. Group 2, Tom Sykes tops it. What version of Brian Roman turns up, we will see. But I'm going for the gun, Tommy Morris, to come through with Tom Sykes. So we're going to have a semi-final. Jimmy Van Schie against Tommy Morris. Simon Whitlock against Tom Sykes. If Govan Bars had to pick a playing partner from the PDC Tour, not inside the top 10, who are they picking? Oh, right. Put your guesses in, and then we'll answer it. Not inside the top 10, remember. We could both be fighting over that one. I'm trying to think who Gob really dislikes, and I might pick them just to wind him up. But we are underway. Humphreys has the darts, and it is game on in Risa. The problem is, Darryl, if I did that, there's no guarantees he'd turn up, and then I'd be playing 2v1. Imagine the Bars Wade combo. Dirk Van Dijvenbode was just asking a few questions of Luke Humphreys early on. Luke Humphreys has not settled here at all, and Dirk is threatening the throw already. I saw Luke Humphreys swap his flights on TV for the first time in a long time on Thursday. He's back to the normal ones here. But Dirk is going to get a go at this 92, and Luke's not on a finish. Dirk Van Dijvenbode takes the opener, and Luke Humphreys is under some pressure here. Some extreme pressure. So, Luke Humphries will need to wake up, and need to wake up quite quickly. Otherwise, he will be under some pressure. But it looks as if he is in the groove here because he is threatening an instant break back. The world number 1. He was slow in leg 1. But now, looking good is Cool Hand. Down to 85. But Dirk does just tap him on the shoulder and says, you better hit, punk, because I'm there. And he's missed the ball, Luke. So, chance for Dirk. Will it be 419s tops? Or treble 20, single 20, double 18. He's gone the 19s route. Needs a treble 19 for tops. Can't find it. So, Luke Humphries will get a chance to come back and tidy up this 25. 9 for double 8. We are level 1 all. When Luke Humphries swapped flights in Berlin, I heard the commentator say he has to be careful because he can't get them. Yeah, so Ken, the flights that you see Luke Humphries using now, you cannot get them anymore. You can get the same design, but where they're old and the way technology has moved on, it's like a thicker coating on those flights, and they don't make that coating to make flights anymore. So it's not the design that's discontinued, it's the way technology has moved on, and the coating is now different on flights, and Luke's not a fan of the new coating, but he's going to have to get used to it because I think he's got about a year's supply left, he said. And in the blink of an eye, back-to-back legs for the world number 1, and he leads Dirk van Dijvenbode 2-1. No, look, it's probably more a mental thing, to be fair. Look, you can, given time, you'll get used to them, but it's that thing in your head. Luke Humphries has gone through the gears here. Interesting, Luke, leaving the old 165 route. Yeah, great showman. It's not so much the design. Again, I'm not an expert in this, by the way, so I'm not sure. But I'm not sure if you can make flights that way anymore. The coating that is on them, I don't know if it even exists in flight making. Might be the issue. Yeah, they can make a design for them and whatever. That's not an issue. But I don't know if that actual coating can be replicated anymore. How are we doing, Mike? Good to have you in, mate. I am very good, thank you. Very good indeed. But Cool Hand looking at 60 for a 3-1 lead. Not used to seeing you on streams this late on my times. East, nice. It is 3-1. And Dirk, not really at the races here. Look, Cool Hand's not been brilliant, but he's not had to have been. It is all as you were, and Cool Hand fires in a maximum. He's now looking at 4-1. Usually first thing in the mornings, but that's fair enough, mate. Oh yeah, oh Jamie, it was probably a good 3-4 years he played with one odd point. What celebrity would you like to meet that you haven't yet? Oh, that's a good question. What celebrity would I like to meet? 4-1 to Luke Humphreys. I can think of one right off the top of my head. I would love to meet Bex. Bex and Ed Sheeran are probably the two. Now then, Brad. Now then. Luke Humphreys has awoken from this slumber that he started the match in. He's gone through the gears here. Finding that treble 20 with much more efficiency. Troll 17 leaves the ball for Humphreys. Can't find it, so Dirk, this 68, you feel this has to go just to stop this Humphreys charge, this Humphreys blitz. And it doesn't. And it is 5-1 in the blink of an eye. Who's Bex? David Beckham. Bex. And it looks as if that could be all she wrote. Mine would be Stevie Gerrard, nice. If you're a Spurs fan, there's only one Glenn Hoddle. Well, if I was picking a Spurs player, it would probably be right. I'd love to meet Harry Kane as well. Luke Humphreys will have match darts here. And it is 6-1 to Cool Hand. He makes light work of it in the end. to be fair, in these littler venues, you don't get the breeze. Lemonade with Nolan and Liam. I'd take that, Jamie, yeah? Dirk's livid. Which wrestler would you have a drink with, past or present? Oh my word. To pick one would be so hard, but I would. I'm putting a list together here. I might not be allowed to, but I am. The Rock, Stone Cold, Triple H. Can I say the Shield as a collective? Or is that cheating? Yeah, the Shield and Cody Rhodes. But coming next, it will be Richard Vinstra, who stepped in for Michael van Gerwyn after his withdrawal, taking on Goldfinger Andrew Gilding. What's your go-to? So, funny enough, that is my go-to. You can't buy them anymore. It is a Colin Lloyd unicorn dart with an intermediate Red Dragon Nitro stem and our Red Dragon custom online darts flights. No, Littler didn't enter this one, Ben. Richard Vinstra has won the bullseye. Do you remember? I believe the Shield. Yeah, I remember this. Like the Shield. The Shield are my second favourite faction of all time. Evening, Matthew. There's been some really good results today so far. Cameron Menzies beat James Wade. Karol Sedlacek beat Danny Noppert. Then Ross Smith beat Ricardo Pietreczku. Damon Hetta was a victor over Mario van den Bohard. Wessel Nyman beat Chris Doby, doubling disaster for Hollywood. Bunting produced a brilliant comeback to beat Darius Labanauskas. Laban was sensational for long periods. Dave Chisnell beat Luke Woodhouse in the final game of the afternoon session. Then this evening, Dimitri van den Berg was too much for Thibault Tricol. Raymond van Barneveld battered a very out of sorts Jonny Clayton. Gerwyn Price had an absolute belter of a game with Mike De Decker, the Iceman, coming through, and we've just seen Luke Humphreys beat Dirk van Dijvenbode. And coming next, Flyers, Richard Veenstra taking on Goldfinger Andrew Gilding. Daryl, I'm not actually a car fan. Like some people have got their dream car and that which I kind of get. But for me, I'm just like, if it gets me from A to B, I don't mind. 20. Treble 20. Yeah, I've never really been a car person, to be fair. So, who wins this next one? Vinstra or Gilded? What are we saying? Yeah, there it is. What he's saying, can you ever get yellow and black? Possibly, I don't know, I can ask, but I like the white contrast. $85. Gonna be here with him. That's a tag random for a Saturday night dance stream. Oh. Right, 3 more of the pictures should be back. Right, we'll put them down there, and then we'll go like that. Luke Humphreys, first night didn't feel that good. First 9 average of 122.57. That's a little bit good. Over in the Super Series, Jimmy Van Schie, the favourite going into this evening, is under pressure. Dave Davis is 2-0 up. What's the highest average I've ever recorded? It was in a Super League game. I averaged 31, so it would have been 93. But bearing in mind, that's only best of 5. Do we know if the draw is play? I think it's draw bracket order, so it'll be top to bottom tomorrow, mate. Is Gob on stage? I hope so. Nice, pal. The new unicorn. Yeah, look, the new unicorn board. I've had a throw on it. It seemed quite nice. When it comes out of the box, I like the black spider in it. But my only concern with the black spider is it's going to chip quite easily, and it's not going to be black all the time. But it's still, the board itself still doesn't match up to the triple core for me. It's nice, but it doesn't match the triple core. Whitlock has settled well in MODUS. Yeah, look, Simon's a class operator. That's still impressive. But yeah, no, look, it was good. Look, I used to run between 25 and 26 average at Super League. Look, it's not amazing, but I was competitive. No, we used to do best. We used to do best of fives. Look, bearing in mind, Ken, I haven't played Super League since the early 2000s. We're talking. This is 0102 time. This is a long time ago. So it might well be now. Andrew Gilding is on the stage, Goldfinger. Is Gob's ambition to get a call up to the PDC? Look, why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be? And look, he's doing a fabulous job at the Super Series. What's the best cheap dartboard? 2 seconds, Murph. I will drop you a link in here. In terms of value, I think it is you get 4 in a box for these, and I think it is great value. How long have I known Gob? 6 years. Right, we are underway. Vinstra against Gilding. Ready to go, and Gilding in control of leg 1. Ah, Dart friends. Gilding's just missed double 12 on the inside for what would have been an incredible start. Guide for it. Yeah, look, Callan, he's still learning. He's still an incredible talent and will continue to learn and get better. I know it's a massive opportunity for Vinstra. Gilding just doing enough here. Richard Vinstra is just struggling scoring phase of this contest. No, glad you enjoyed it, Matthew. Two 0 Goldfinger leads. Vinstra only averaging 77 here. Gilding is having it all his own way. This could be a rout at this rate. Vinstra just not doing enough. How are we doing? Aaron, good to have you in, my friend. Gilding with a double break of throw here. He is playing very, very solid. Very hard to beat. Very hard indeed. Cheeky little smirk there from Andrew Gilding. I'm from Ireland, going to the World Cup of Darts in June. Can't wait. Nice, mate. Nice. The World Cup's always a great experience. I will be there, mate. Yes. Absolutely. Vinstra has not taken advantage of the good situation he found himself in there. I'll see you again. Mate. Nice, mate, nice. The Dublin's my favourite Premier League by a long way as well. Vinstra will be kicking himself here. He had the gilding throw under pressure here. And he has not taken... I'm just going to stand for a bit. He has not taken the chances. But Gilding has missed and allowed him in here. Tops has to go. And it doesn't. So... for 4-0, Andrew Gilding comes back for double 10. It is 4-0. Goldfinger is in complete control. They are top lads, mate. Top lads. Coming up next, Peter Wright against Richie Edhouse. Then Joe Cullen against Nathan Aspinall. And to end the show, Gian Van Veen against Josh Rock. You just know it's going to be an absolute belter of a game. You just know it. It can't not be. I didn't think this would be as one-sided as it is, chat room. Did you? Vinstra is going to have to leave. Double would be ideal. A 2-darter would be better. Again, can only leave a 3-figure. Gilding 65 for 3 breaks of throw, and he is relentless. Goldfinger, he's going to serve the bagel. Vinstra has no answers whatsoever at the moment. Gilding is steady. Like, after he won the UK Open, he did have a little blip where he wasn't so steady. but now he is on fire. With his old DMs on, loving the old Dr. Martens is Andrew Gilding, and it's looking more and more likely that this bagel is going to be served. The setup is immaculate from Gilding. The 180 could be the last darts that Vinstra throws, and it is. Bagel well and truly served from Goldfinger. That was a little bit good, a bit special. Ouch indeed. That will hurt. MVG should have been in this game. Yeah, he should. And look, Gilding's only averaged 92. It's not been incredible from Gilding. It's been efficient. But Gilding has done his bit. Coming up next, it is time to get the party started. Snakebite Peter. Right, and he has won the ball against Richie Edhouse. Predictions for the next game, guys. Should we be taking predictions on what darts Peter Wright is using? On to the 9th. That would be funny, Malachi, if he still had them. But he's never the world champ. Which ones, Darryl? The first ones or the second ones? The first ones, the first world championship dart was, for me, the best scoring dart I've ever seen Peter Wright use. But the second world championship with the elements, he's probably, his all-round game was incredible. a totally new setup we've never seen. Yeah, the first ones, the scoring power was, I've never seen him hit so many 180s. Comment score predictions for Wright and Ed House. Phil does look good on the Archie. 6'5" Ed has, 6'5" Ed has. Snaky. About 45 seconds until the party starts. No, Brad, I've got no sound. What did he say? Feels like a little bit emotionless. I feel like I'm up here, emotions all over the place. It's not that I don't want to be here. It just seems a chore for me. Like, interesting. I'm playing too much. I need to give something away. I need a break. It's not good for my mental. Interesting. That is interesting. Right, 3 more, and then Mr. Brzezinski is back on stage, so they can go there, that can go there, and we can get this show on the road. Ed House is on his way. So, I'm not watching the golf, so can't tell you. But the Masters next weekend. So he's getting it earlier night, just got battered ding 10-2 and it's nice. Charlie, obviously, look, I've only just seen the quotes there that Brad's put up, but look, I get it. I really do. Who's winning? I'm not a big enough golf fan to say I think they're going to win it. I'm a casual golf fan. In your honest opinion, do you think we have too much darts? Do I think there is too much darts? Can there ever be too much darts? That's the question. No, in a serious. I think the top players need to manage their calendars better. So, do I think there is too much darts? No. But do I think the top players play too much? Possibly. It's not so much the money. Trying to talk about this, but not talk about it. The lifestyle is the issue. It's not so much the playing side of it. It's the lifestyle issue. So, take any of the Premier League players that are playing at the moment. Obviously, Michael's not, Rob's not. So, they was there. Let me get me timings correct. So yeah, they played Pro Tour Monday, Tuesday last week. They then flew to Berlin on the Wednesday. They played Premier League on the Thursday. Travelled to Riesa yesterday. Play today, tomorrow. Travel Monday. Play Tuesday, Wednesday. Then go straight to Manchester for the Premier League. Some of these boys might not have been home for near on 2 weeks. So, look, do they have to play in all that? No. Time away from your family is tough. Coupled with the lifestyle of how a dart player has to prepare, and then after a game, it takes its toll. Now, look, do I think all the Premier League boys needed to play in the Pro Tours? No. Could they have just skipped the Pro Tour? What's he? Oh, he's playing with a version of the Element. Could they have missed the Pro Tours, gone to the Premier League, played the Euro Tour, missed the Pro Tour, go to the Premier League? Yes. So Malachi, Aspinall's not played. Aspinall's not. But some of them have entered. This is the thing. Do I think they'll all play? No, but some of them are in there. Yeah. Do I think some of them need to look at their schedule? Yeah. 100%. I don't think he has, Fraser. I get that, Greatest Showman, and look, it's the same as footballers and so on, that people say, oh, it's a job that I'd love to do and so on, and I understand that. But there's a demand on that as well, that it's not just as simple as, oh, it's a job that most of us would give our left arm for, and yes, we would, but the lifestyle choices of a dart player to play at their optimum level are not good lifestyle choices, where you're in a hotel, you have to eat shit food as well. Then coupled with your preparation on a match day, which can be very long sometimes, it's not good. And look, alcohol is a depressant as well. It can make things a lot worse. How long before we get a run out of a sneak? Yeah, look, that could easily happen. Yeah, look, I travel a lot to do this as well, and look at yesterday, where I did the whole of yesterday on 90 minutes sleep. That's not good for you. Look, one off, you can do it. Made up for it last night. It's not an issue, and you'll never hear me moaning. But I'm just saying, it's relentless, the lifestyle of these boys that they have to go through. Greatest Showman, the chucking darts bits is that's the easiest part of their job. Peter Wright cannot buy a double at the moment. He is 0 from 7. It is 1-1. That's my point, Phil. The problem is like, again, being a builder, the day-to-day job is harder than being a professional dart player. I get that, but in terms of what being a dart player does to your body and mind is tougher than being a builder. So look, I get that not everyone is going to see this, but look, I think the top players are playing too much. Should do what Oasis boys in the midnight. Can you see the PDC in the future talking to players about sorting out their schedules, making it more player friendly? I don't think the PDC will ever dictate to the players, because the line used all the time is, we will give players every opportunity to play. It's their choice whether they play or not. So look, I just think a little bit better schedule management. Peter Wright is up the ante here. Back on throw and in control. Do I also think that players could make healthier lifestyle choices? 100%. They don't all make the best lifestyle choices. Could they make better ones? Yes, 100%. Oh, sorry, I clicked the wrong one. My bad. There we go, Ron. No one else even noticed. Spare a thought for Alan Suter. Risks his life as a fireman and still plays. Yeah, look, he does, but when you speak to Alan Suter, and I understand the reasons why he won't give his job up now, but for me, you can't be a top 32 player and have a full-time job, especially one as demanding as Alan Suter. So if you want to go to the next stage in your career, you have to make that choice. Having spoken to Suter at length, I understand why he won't walk away from his job because of the implications later on in life. I get that. The other thing as well, the pressure, look, maybe not for the top guys, but the pressure of knowing that if you don't win, you don't get paid is ridiculous. Do you think it's good? Yeah, 100%. Look, I think it's great that he's spoken out about it, and yeah, I'm with you, Great Showman. That you've heard me you've heard me bang that drum for a long time. Gilding's on a promise, yeah. Would it be a good or a bad thing if the Premier League players didn't play the Euro Tour? I suppose it would be good and bad. There are pluses and negatives. Again, it's a scrappy game here from both. Peter Wright averaging 89, Richie Edhouse 85. It's not free flowing, swashbuckling darts, is it? Charlie, 100% not. The Euro Tour is here to stay, and I think it'll only get bigger. I wouldn't surprise me next year if we had 15 events instead of 14. Where do you think Littler and Humphreys will be ranked if you took away the Pro Tour and Euro Tour money? Wait a minute. This is... I haven't got it by year, but off of Luke Littler's ranking money, if you took all of his Euro Tours and all of his Players' Championships, you'd have to take just over £200,000 off. So he's got about £200,000 of Euro Tour and Pro Tour money. Luke Humphreys has got, wow, he's got more. Luke Humphreys has got £327,000. So out of their whole money, that only works out at 17.1% of all Luke Humphreys' prize money. Not to keep their ranking, no, but this is going to be controversial. To stop them playing in the Pro Tour and European Tour, you would have to guarantee them a place in Minehead and the European Championship finals. That's the reason they do it. The Players' Championships, once most of them have got enough money on the board, which is going to be about 25 grand, you won't see them there. So if you guaranteed the top, again, we go back to the top 16 again. If you guaranteed the top 16 a place in the European Championships and Minehead, would they go? Maybe, maybe not. But the problem is the European Tour events are ticketed events. You see tonight we've got a record attendance, 5,000 sellout in Risa. Would that sell out? Look, I know Littler's not there, but most of them bought tickets beforehand. If none of the top players were there, would it sell out? I don't know. Peter Wright 4-2 in front. It's still a scrappy contest. They should guarantee the top 16 in the top 64 or once you're into your events. I don't dislike that, Ron. I think that if you're in the top 16 in the world, you've arguably earned the right to be in everything. There will be some people that massively disagree with that, and that's fine. But yeah, it really is a balancing act. Can't wait for Bo's. I'm not sure that she accepts it at the moment, Ron. I hope she does, but the way she's just missing events makes me think that maybe that she won't take it. (4-3) Ed House back within 1. Again, just a scrappy contest. We are back on throw. How did Coolhand get on? He won, mate. Look, I get she's on 30k without one. But it would be great to see her on tour. But I don't think I'm not convinced we'll see it yet. Look, it'll happen one day. But I just don't think it'll happen yet. The other thing is rearranging the Premier League. Again, does it need to be 17 consecutive weeks? Could it be spread out more? I don't know. Are you confident that she picks Ali Pally then? It is 4-4 in the blink of an eye. The first time Ed House is averaging more than Peter Wright. Peter Wright is just kind of stuck in this gear of averaging 80, 89 at the moment. Oh, we've got a dart switch. Are they? He was using a goldish element. What's he using now? Let's have a zoom in. Not sure what they are. Nice. Peter Wright, again, just making a mess of this 110, but Ed House isn't within striking distance this leg. It's just all, oh, there we go, we've got Not sure what they are. We saw a quick side view on of them. Now Ed House is in within striking distance if Wright misses tops. Wright has missed tops. 72 for Ed House to lead. Tops. The target that Wright has just missed. And Richie Edhouse leads 5-4. Again, very, very strange game, this one. If you could have 1 meal for the rest of your life, what are you picking? Oh. What? Does Chinese buffet count? Peter Wright doesn't look happy. He knew the camera was on him then as well. Gave the camera the little raise of the eyebrows. Finally poised this one. Right, he's going to have to win back-to-back legs. Peter Wright is forging an opportunity here. Peter Wright is going to leave a manageable finish if he gets a go. Because Ed House 1-2-2 to win it. Treble 18 leaves the ball. He's gone chasing and he's found the wrong treble. So Peter Wright is going to get a chance to send us to a last leg decider. Oh, he's missed a big number. 25 and ball, but he's hit the ball first. It's a disaster for Wright. And he's ended up leaving 11. He's not even left a double. Head loss from Peter Wright. 2 match darts have been missed by Richie Edhouse. Two at double 4 for Snakey. And we are going all the way. Get out of jail. 3 for Peter Wright. Richie Edhouse has missed 2 match darts. Both players are only averaging 88. It's below par when we go to a 501 point shootout. Well, his first start at double 4. I live closer. But advantage Peter Wright again. Has he played his get out of jail free card? Ed House should be off the stage, but he's not. Missed 2 match starts at double 16, and that may be all she wrote. No, not yet. I'm not going to lie, we're still struggling to get what we need. Two match starts now for Peter Wright, and he's missed two at the same target that Ed House has missed, but this time Ed House is not close enough. Peter Wright, the double that got him out of jail last leg, is it going to do the same? Not yet, because he's come inside, but double two comes to Peter Wright's rescue. But look, he's won, only averaged 89 in that period. On his day, he is still a force, but we don't see those big performances often enough from Peter Wright at the moment. Yeah, going back to the merch, we've looked at a couple of sites. Look, basically, we've got nowhere to hold stock and can't hold stock. So basically, we just need someone to... It's just a bit of a nightmare to try and get it set. Once it's set up, it will probably be easy. But trying to get it set up is an absolute nightmare. My money is on Wright and Wade suddenly having great years next year when the money arrives. Maybe. I say design and everything is not an issue. It's, yeah. We have got Battle of the Walk-Ons coming next. Predictions for Joyce Hergovich. I don't think either fighter is particularly great. I think Hergovich. Philip Hergovich. Cullen has won the ball in his game against Aspinall. Never heard of him. He was mandatory for a world title at one point. To be fair, I've never rated Joe Joyce. Game shot in the first leg. Is it wrong, Malachi, that I prefer Joe's? Right, Peter Wright is through. Bullseye play. We'll give it a go. It's not going to win it. Get anywhere near it. Just seeing Humphrey's post-match interview comments. Yeah, look, we were discussing it, mate. It's an interesting one. Did you see the? Yeah, I did. I saw it on Twitter. I didn't see it live. So score predictions then for Aspinall and Cullen. What do you say, chat room? Yeah, I fancy Cullen as well for some reason. Hello everyone, if you haven't yet, drop us a like and subscribe. Massively appreciate all the support. As we 10 seconds till pictures are back. How come? Right, that's enough of me throwing rubber shots. Let's go. Back to there. 2 games to go this evening. The number 10 seed Nathan Aspinall in action. Next, as he takes on the rockstar Joe Cullen. I'm signed on, but I'm not home enough to play. I play a bit, but not. Right. Mr. Brzezinski is back on stage, which means we have 2 iconic walk-ons. First of all is the rockstar Joe Cullen heading towards the stage. Where's the... That's what I want there. And a bit of Oasis to bring the Rockstar on. Wouldn't get away with it for 20 seconds. Right, Cullen is on the stage now. Time to enter the Asp. Nathan Aspinall. So, we are ready to rock and roll. Right, let's do this, everyone. Aspinall against Cullen. And he's just got to sign an Asp shirt quickly on the way down, why not? Love it. Cullen's got his phone out, taking pictures and videos. Well, you know, it's for a fan. He's taking the fan's phone and taking pictures. Oh, I need to get a picture of that.
Songs is anything like the
Oh. That's class from Joe. Big fan. He's done well there. But we are underway, and Aspinall already has the Cullen throw under a bit of pressure. Not for the first one, or there may have been time restrictions, James. Sometimes that they've got to. Aspinall dart double 16 for the opener. Cullen not on a finish. Oh, Hughes just having to correct one of the scores there by the look of it. What's going on the stage out of interest? Because I can't... Wait a minute.
He didn't. Go and get it sorted, which I think is a sensible thing, but the question is, can it be sorted? I remember this happened at Alexandra Palace once, when Mervyn King was playing Zoran Lurchbacher.
It's just gone off. It's flashing now. It's the second light right above the hockey, and that's the problem.
Yeah,
there
you
you
go.
can see
It's
it.
gone.
There you
And
go.
it's on. Now,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's off. Now, I'm assuming that's doing it of its own accord. If they turned it off completely, which I assume they can isolate it to just have the one, is that going to affect the light on the stage? There is an awful lot of light on that stage.
Cheers, Dan. Yeah. Just got the intel. All of the lights. But back to the darts. Aspinall averaging 107 right now. As he leaves tops, but he will return. Cullen not on a finish. And again, like a couple of games we've had early on, Cullen needs to get something to hang on to, because we've seen games run away from players. Vinstra, Clayton spring to mind. Dirk as well. We've had a couple of one-sided ones so far. When we're ending the show, it will be Gian Van Veen against Josh Rock. It's going to be a good game, let's be fair. Right now, Cullen not at the races. Work to do for the rock star. Aspinall is threatening another break of the Cullen throw here. Joe needs to find something 140, but it's still... Racers in Liverpool. Joe's gone to the old school of leaving 162 as well. Seems to be a common theory tonight. We see a lot of 162s and so on. Aspinall leaves double 16 and the double break of throw is well and truly on. (3-0) to Aspinall. Cullen is in a world of trouble right now. No way whitewash Phil Cullen will give them. It's another maximum for the Asp, his second of the contest. This year, £1 million for the winner. £1 million smackaroonies. We haven't got a date yet, but the smart money is being talked about either the 10th or 11th of December, but yet to be confirmed. Aspinall coming back for double 12 and 4-0. Thoughts? Is that official? Can they get relegated tomorrow? 4-0 to the Asp. Cullen is in deep. Scheisen. I think so. Only 10 points with 7 games. I haven't looked at the table, to be fair. Yeah, but they are playing us, so... Oh, the light's gone again. Aspinall's rage. Now it looks really dark. Testing conditions for both players here. No, never hit a 9 darter. Best I ever did was an 11. No 9. Cullen to get a leg on the board. Needs double 16. Give him something to build on, something to work with if it goes. Will it go? The answer is it won't. Aspinall to break again and for 5-0. Oh my. Oh my, it's 5-0. I've been playing a year. I'm best as about. No, nothing wrong with that, Ruben. Nothing wrong with that at all. But right now, bagel is on the cards. Nothing Cullen can do about it. He's going to have to watch Aspinall run off into the sunset with the victory. Cullen 52 unless Aspinall takes out 1-3-2. 1-2-3, sorry. It's not going to go, so Cullen has a chance to avoid the bagel. Greaves 100 to 1 on 365. I think I prefer MVG at 8. 8 is a good price. Cullen has a leg on the board. He will not be bageled. Comeback's on, everyone. The comeback is on. Can the Rockstar turn it around? It's a good dart as well from Cullen. He's had to literally open up the angle. Yeah, it's been one of those sessions, to be fair, Ruben. It's brilliant. That's great, Ron. Don't tell Joe that. But it's looking as if that leg is going to be short-lived. Look, Spurs should win, but this is Spurs we're talking about now. We'll do our best to fuck it up. I think we'll win, but it won't be without drama. Put it that way. And Aspinall seals victory, a 6-1 win over the Rockstar Joe Cullen. This is still Spurs we're talking about, Malachi. We can fuck anything up. One game to go, and it should be an absolute belter. Josh Rock has won the darts on the bullseye. Cullen departs, Aspinall moves on. It's interesting from a betting point of view, this. Josh Rock has the darts, it's a short race, and they still make Van Veen favourite. Well, Aspinall looks fuming.
Surrounding circumstances were a bit tricky as well, but I thought especially early doors how you came out of the blocks, that was a bit the gutting and self-confidence it felt like.
Yeah, obviously, it's taught me and Joe are really good friends. I don't like playing.
So yeah, bearing in mind Van Veen will have to break Rock in what I think is a 50-50 game. 11-10 is quite generous. I love the Rock shirt. So it's an interesting tie. But last game of the session then, chat room. What are you saying? Rock or Van Veen? It should be good. It should be an absolute belter. Van Veen 6-5. I think this one should be close. I'll say that someone ended up running away with it, but you would think this one would be close. Remember, everyone, if you are new here at Online Darts, make sure you drop us a like and subscribe. We massively appreciate all the support. We'll be back tomorrow as well for both sessions. Pro Tours next week as well, Tuesday and Wednesday, before the Premier League heads to the AO Arena in Manchester for night 10 of 17. Rock never beats Van Veen. How are we doing? Emily, nice to have you in the chat room. You know, Ron, you know, we will be here. We will be keeping you up to date with everything. The Live Lounge on Monday. Pro Tours Tuesday, Wednesday. What more could you want? What more do you want? We have got about a minute and 10 seconds till the pictures return. Darts quiz. I'm sure we can come up with something. Right, we have got 15 seconds till the pictures return. Then the final game, Rock against Van Veen. Pictures are back, so here we go. Getting ready for the final game of what has been a brilliant session of darts. So, Mr. Brzezinski is back to bring the players on, and here we go. What? Van Veen will walk first. Just interested to see what music Josh Rock walks on to. That's my family. There may be a change for Josh Rock coming soon. I wonder if we'll hear it here. Zach Johnson must be. Alright. Let's see if Rock's is the same. Alright, Van Veen hasn't finished yet. So I can't have the music up for too loud because we'll get pinged for copyright.
Hier kommt sein Gegner aus Nordirland, die aktuelle Nummer 13 der Welt, der Gewinner von 4 Players Championship Titeln und der aktuelle Dutch Darts Champion. Can you smell what the Rock is cooking? It's Rocky Josh Rock!
Right. Still the same at the moment. How are we doing? Ego Chip, hope we are good. Still welcome to the party at the moment. But both players are now on the stage. What's happening? Did I miss something? No, all good, mate. We're just checking on Rock's walk-on music. Right. For the final time, the final game, as what has been an incredible Saturday session in Risa. As we get ready to get this show on the road. Remember everyone, make sure you have notifications turned on and you have subscribed. We will be live again tomorrow from 12. Make sure that little bell is on so you get the notification that we are live. And it is game on. Josh Rock. Yeah, a cheeky little bounce out to start. This will be played in a good pace. Both players love to get on with it. Right, here we go. Right, Rock. Van Veen looking to apply some early pressure to the Rock throw here. 2-2-4 for Josh Rock in the opener. How handy can he set this? Not bad. 1-2-3 to leave 101. Van Veen, what have you got in the locker? 130 to leave 71. It's going to be close, this one. Both players. Stars of the future. Double 12 for Rock, and he goes inside to Van Veen. Early break opportunity for the Dutchman. Tops is taken. One 0 to Gian Van Veen. What has Josh Rock got in response? I get tired watching Josh Rock. He just goes around the stage like a madman. What do you think Randy Orton does at Mania? I think he fights Nick Aldis. I think the RKO set it up. Josh Rock looking to break back here, and he's taken the darts. Van Veen needs a 140 minimum here. And that's not going to happen. So Josh Rock is in pole position here to break back. He wasn't going for treble 14. I can promise you that. But Van Veen has applied pressure, but it may be too little too late because Josh Rock is going to get darts 7 for double 8 for a level game on 1-1 and to break back. Clinical from Rocky, 1 apiece. Van Veen will be disappointed. He'd done the hard work and broke early. Still remember seeing Van Veen for the first time at the Pro Tour a couple of years ago. Stuff from Dark. Yeah, it's a fabulous turnaround for Gian. And he's a great kid as well. To be fair, Josh is a good kid as well. I say kid, young adult. But Rock in control of this leg. Tops for Josh Rock. Van Veen just looking to apply some pressure here, but needs another treble. Does, instead of big ass. Rock in control here. Tops for 2-1 from the boy from Northern Ireland. And he's missed Van Veen. Treble 19. Tops was the MO, but he couldn't hit. So Rock gets a second chance. And this time he accepts. 2-1 to Rocky, who is the other dartitis sufferer. There's been a few, Ron. Obviously Barry Van Peer had it very bad. Aspinall's had his troubles. Yeah, Kirk Shepherd as well, Malachi. Josh Rock is asking questions of Van Veen here. I wouldn't say it was a break opportunity yet, but he's asking questions. He's asking more than questions now. He has left 81 on the Van Veen darts. Treble 19, double 16. This will be up for a huge one. Wowzers. That's a bit good. That's special from Van Veen. The 149 finish to level up at 2-2. Incredible finish. From the Dutchman. Filth Malachi, you're right. That was a little bit special from a special talent. Big celebration as well. He knew that was big, but Josh Rock is up to the fight. Bullseye for a big one of his own. Oh, I think he just teed it up. Business head for Josh Rock. No showboating. Have you seen any of Chris Eubanks Senior's YouTube? I haven't, to be fair. Is it funny? Rock back in front 3-2. This is an absolute belter of a game. You sensed it was going to be good, and it is living up to expectation in Risa. You just got... No. Sure. Did anyone else just see that fancy dress in the crowd? It is 3 legs all. I've just rewound my PDC TV. I need to get and have a look at this. It might not have been what I thought it was. It's a little bit close. It's not far off, Malachi. It's not far off. All right, let me... Am I overreacting, or is that a little bit close to be showing? Josh Rock back in front, 4-3. I'm not the only one, am I, that thinks that's a little bit close. Oh, dearie me. Plans for the night. When we're done here, I've got to do a write-up. I've got to do a piece for the website, rounding up, and then just going to chill for the rest of the evening, bit of TV, and so on. But this game is an absolute belter. 4-all. Rock and Van Veen both averaging 104. How we doing, Ruben? This is an absolutely incredible game. I'm going to end that. I mean, let's just say there was a questionable outfit choice put on screen. 103 finish from Rocky leads once more. Rock actually yet to beat Van Veen outside the Dev Tour. 7-1 on the head-to-head. That's a great stat, James. Look, this has been an incredible game here. But Josh Rock looking as if he's going to get the job done. He's averaging 107. The big fish to win it in style. Go on. Oh, he's just set it up. He's just teased us. But this has been a fabulous game of darts by two incredibly young talents. And Josh Rock has beaten Gian Van Veen. 6 a.m. start. Well, not for me, Ron. I'm not that much of a fat Grand Prix. But what a game. 107 average from Rock. No, he did. He went for it. But lucky enough, it left the double 18. He went for it, but he hit 18 to leave 32. I sent Gob a picture of the of the pole. Oh, I tell you what, that was an incredible contest to end the session. It was an absolute delight from Josh Rock. Everyone, again, thank you very, very much for your support this evening. It has been incredible. If you haven't yet, make sure you drop us a like and subscribe before you go, and also set that notification bell. We'll be back at 12 p.m. sharp tomorrow for the afternoon session. Enjoy the rest of your evening, whatever you are doing, and we'll see you all very, very soon.